Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway. Our starting pitcher in this one, Michael McGreevy. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boog, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Batting second, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And here comes Dansby Swanson.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Yeah, that's fouled off. McGreevy, in his rookie season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Check on the runner. Hey. On the ground to third, Arenado. On to second, they get one. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Went deep in the ball game last night. Inside, just missed. Left-hand batter waits. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. You're dialed into the show. Back here in St. Louis, and the pitcher for this one, Matthew Boyd.
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him. So he's going to have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arms extended, and then once conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away and finish them off.
Now on for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. And that is downstairs. 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball. Busch whips it to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting second.
Here's the
right
Cardinals
fielder.
lineup now. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Lars Nootbaar at the plate and takes high there.
No strike.
1 out, base is empty. High fly ball down the left field line. That one's deep. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting third, catcher, Ivan Herrera.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong makes the catch, and that'll do it. Scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki.
Seiya Suzuki.
McGreevy back to work. Swings through that one.
I think you're sitting off speed there.
And a swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that's in the dirt. Next pitch is outside. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen. His 17th of the year. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Ian Happ up to hit. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swing and a foul out of play. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the second game of the series. And a curve is down and in. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And now 2-2. In the air out to center, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So digging in, David Fry.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
At the plate, Michael Bush swings through that.
0-1.
The 0-1. In the air, left field. Donovan pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One away.
Batting 8th, catcher Miguel Amaya.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Now the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit. Not in time. He's safe. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
With 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do. Need a big strikeout here.
Two on, 1 out. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Bird gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Next to hit, Pete Crow Armstrong. Half the runner at third. Fry at second with 2 gone. And that misses. And now it's even 1-1. And a base hit on the line. 1 run's in. Here comes the throw. Safe. In comes the run from second. 3-0.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. 1 was the solo homer. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Bottom of the inning, and up to hit is Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Liner, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Batting 5th, designated hitter Nolan.
Here's Nolan Gorman. First pitch misses. Nobody out. Runner at first. That clips the corner.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Ripped on a line. Makes the grab, one away.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. Pitch misses there. Ball one. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Got him. 2 down.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And it's fouled away. And now 2 balls and a strike. Upstairs.
3-1.
And that one fouled off.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Hoerner. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Donovan right there to make the grab. And there's 1 down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Dansby Swanson stands in. He hit into a double play his first time up. And a foul ball.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
A changeup missing, and a count even 1-1. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
2 outs, base is empty. So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's 0 for 1.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. That misses, and a count 1-2. cut on and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
In the background is a blind spot.
Back here in St.
Leading
Louis,
off for the
ready to go
Cardinals,
for the last half of the
second
inning.
baseman,
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Thomas Sajazi.
Sajazi.
Up and in,
that's a ball.
and that is ball one.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is down
Two
low.
balls, no
Right
strike.
now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
Fought off foul. Next offering is outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Right side, Tucker. One up, one down.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Victor
And up
Scott
next for St.
II.
Louis, Victor Scott.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
And a bunt towards third. And that's a foul ball. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting.
So the batting
left
order
fielder,
turns over.
Brendan
Now the left fielder, Brendan Donovan.
Donovan.
He's 0 for 1. Just
Ball one.
missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Horner makes the grab on the run. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Suzuki.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Suzuki goes 5 feet 11 inches, 180 pounds, and he was born in Japan. On the ground right side. Whips it to first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, left fielder, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Outside with a breaking ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Just missed.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Happ lays off.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches.
He did not take the bat off
Now
his
batting,
shoulder the
third
entire
baseman,
at bat.
David Fry.
So up next, David Fry singled and scored his first time. Just missed. Happ leads off first with 1 away. McGreevy throws over, and he's back in safely. Runner on the go. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see
Now
already,
batting,
his
first
bat
baseman,
stays in the
Michael
zone
Bush.
on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Bush takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
And a swing and a miss there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. John King getting loose out there. Liberator also getting ready. First and third, one down. That clips the corner.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch. It's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate. And I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. And that one's a little bit low. Ball one. Two on, 2 outs. Gets under it and pops it up. Contreras. He's got it. And that is that. Cubs strand a couple, but they lead at 3-0. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's check
off
out the
for
latest
St.
news
Louis,
from around the
right
league.
Fielder, Lars Newbar.
Make a move, make a move. What it do, what it do, what it do. I was starving at the bottom, needed food. Make a move, make a move, make a move. Make a move, make a move, make a move. Make a move, make a move.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that skips in the dirt. And another ball.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
On the ground, could be 2. Horner tossed to second, and that's 2.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now batting, first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1-2.
And that's way high. And the count is even 2-2. Hats and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Still down 3-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters are performed up to this point. McGreevy back to work. And that one missing low. Hit hard, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Cubs.
So the lineup flips over. And up next for Chicago, Nico Hoerner. 1 for 2. Just missed. Crow Armstrong on at first. Nobody out. Next offering is fouled back. Line drive. And a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Michael McGreevy done for the night, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching
John King taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
First and second, no outs. And next for the Cubs, Dansby Swanson. The shortstop takes a ball.
You know, these Cubs, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've seen how many line drive base hits they've been able to produce in this one, 6 to be exact, and they've all been pretty loud.
The other way. And foul ball. No outs, runners at first and second. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. Just missed.
3-1.
And they're all loaded up.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Right fielder Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Check swing, and he went. No balls, 2 strikes. Now one miss.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Oh, he can't hang on. Takes it to the bag. That's one. No throw. Safe at first. And we'll see if it's an error.
Designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Right down the chute. That's strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. One out. Runners at first and second. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
The batter now, Ian Happ. And that drops in for a strike. And the lefty with the 0-1. And Ian swings through. First and second, two down. And we're at the top of the fifth. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Cardinals nothing. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now it's the DH, Nolan Gorman. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Home run number 10 of the year. And they're chipping away. It's 4-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Cardinals need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to first, and it's through for a hit. Justin Turner coming into the game now as the injury replacement.
Now playing first base. Number 11.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. His first at bat was a strikeout. Little chopper rolls foul. The next pitch misses, and that's ball one. One on, nobody out, a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Now batting.
Now up for St.
Second
Louis,
baseman,
Thomas Sajazi. First pitch, and he just misses. And that one upstairs. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. Back to first, not in time.
Now batting, center fielder, Victor Scott.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. 0 for 1, he struck out swinging last time. That one fouled off. Sajazi leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 1-1. There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second, out at second. That ends the inning, but not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 4-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Ryan Fernandez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So up now for Chicago, David Fry. He's 2 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Gets the outside corner with that one.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. There's a swing and a drive. Going back. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
And it'll bring up Justin Turner.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 5-1.
Wastes no time there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Miguel Amaya, the next Cub to hit. And that's in there at the knees. Runner at first with no outs here. Now 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Kyle Leahy getting ready to go. Liberator getting loose as well. And downstairs. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're the top half of the 6th.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
That one misses, and a full count now. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Crow Armstrong up for the third time and takes ball one. He swings and fouls one off. So now 1-2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Man at first, one away. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Into center. Snags it on the run. And there's two down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. A former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
That's a ball. 1-1.
And delivers outside. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Hit in the air, left field. Donovan makes the catch, and that is that. So one run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Well, we go bottom six. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott.
Victor Scott the second.
And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the left fielder, Brendan Donovan.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Cards down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. And Ed Drummond right on it. Says he held up. That one misses. The count now 2-2.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter. He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Two down, bases empty. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. That one's upstairs, ball 1. That one a little bit high, and now 2-0.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs. Get deeper in the count. Try to climb the ladder.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Now pitching.
Matthew Liberator will take over here. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Matthew Liberator.
Swanson digs in.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Liberator measures 6 feet 4 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
No.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Puts it away for the out. And there are two down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Offense held in check there, midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyson Miller.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Tyson Miller.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. That one at the knees for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Caleb Thielbar up and loosening in the pen. Inside, just missed.
1-1.
This one popped up. Swanson makes the call and the grab, and there's one down.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
And strike 2.
1 and 2.
Next pitch is outside. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. Nolan Gorman digs in now. He's already homered in this game.
Nolan Gorman.
In there at the knees for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down here 5-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. JoJo Romero.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, third baseman, David Fry.
Here's the third baseman, David Fry. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. And another ball. Next offering is downstairs.
Reno.
Draws the walk
Thank you, mate.
there.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the
Now
plate was
batting,
not going to help
first
him out by
baseman,
swinging at
Justin
something out of the
Turner.
zone.
Here's Turner now. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. First pitch misses. Turner with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark. 6 straight outside the strike zone.
No strike.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Fry over at first with 1 away. That's ripped. Base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on
Up
with
next
1
for
away.
the Cubs, catcher Miguel Amaya.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Jojo Romero will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
New
for
pitcher
the
on here,
Cardinals.
Kyle Leahy.
And one
Number
thing on
62.
him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
First and second, 1 out. Miguel Amaya, the next Cub to hit. And that clips the inside corner. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Here's Wynn for 1. Back to first, double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. And the Redbirds bullpen comes through. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals 1.
Now pitching for
Back
Chicago.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the bottom of the
54.
8th. Ryan Brazier.
Ryan
He's
Brazier.
averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season,
Leading off
and
for
that's
the
not where you
Cardinals.
want to be at all.
Third
So
baseman,
we'll see how he does here.
Nolan Arenado.
Arenado stands in now and watches strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Ball 1 there. Up the middle. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Mason Wynn.
And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. The Cardinals down by 4 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that drops in for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Caleb Thielbar up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Merriweather also throwing.
Ball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. On the ground. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Thomas
Sajazi. Next up for the Cardinals. That one fouled hard the other way. One. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. St. Louis goes down in order. Redbirds down quietly. They're down 5-1.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Miles Michaelis.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Stepping in, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. There's a strike. Michaelis, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1.
That slider breaking in could be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Next pitch just misses. And now it's filled up 3-2. And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Here's Nico Horner. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. On the ground to third.
Let's go.
Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Tremendous stop right there. Impressive, but just a little tardy on the exchange. And with good speed going up the line, that cost him. Great hustle for the infield hit.
1 down. And up next for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. 0 for 3 in this one. Horner on the go. Curve, hit right back to him. Throws to first in time. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Now batting, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
So 2 down now, and here is Kyle Tucker. And that one is inside. Runner at second, 2 down. Curveball drops in for a strike. Fouled off left side. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. On to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting, designated hitter.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind. If you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game, it's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an offer for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. Foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Nootbaar on the move. And that is that. So they strand 2 after a base hit and an error. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals 1.
Now pitching for the
Back
Chicago
now
Cubs.
as they hand the ball to a fresh arm
Number
to start the bottom of the
24.
9th. Caleb Thielbar.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And now the center
Leading off
fielder,
for
Victor
St. Louis,
Scott.
Center fielder, Victor Scott the second.
And first offering is fouled off. And that's in the dirt. Swinging a foul straight back. And a ball and 2 strikes. Right side. To first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
He's 2 outs away. Now the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
So they're down to their final out. Lars Nootbaar. Next up for the Cardinals. First pitch just misses. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can lead to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
5-1 is how it ends. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Beat up the block and the gun on my press of the button to open the wings. You know, advance on the deal I just signed. I don't need to live controlling my strings. A lot of these marionettes. I dance on my own, and so does my necklace. Praying for my solar plexus. Weighted dependence, punching this reckless. Michelin's all on my restaurant checklist. Skating from city to city to finish it. The Wellington blue in the middle. The seams how I be preferring my venison. Wellington black in the middle of Sanderson. I was apprenticing under a villain. Fistful of metal to pay my respects. I slotted my dentist to kid us with grilling. The income call.